Hi guys, today I'm going to be embossing. So these are all the things I use to emboss. And just letting you know, I've never done this before, so this is the first time for me. So the first thing I did was I took out my Versamark watermark stamp pad. Then I took my rose stamp and I stamped it on there. I may have pressed a little too hard because it got really sticky. And I closed that and I just put it on my paper. And as you can see, I have a piece of scratch paper underneath to collect the extra dust. And my copper powder had broken a little bit, so I just used the side of it to pour out the dust. And then I took my heat tool and I heated up the rose. And it looked really cool. It kind of reminded me of those nail videos where they rub in that powder into the person's nails. And that's what my container looked like when it broke. So next I took my stamp and I sprayed the stamp scrubber and I scrubbed my stamp to make it clean. And this is really important because you don't want your stamp to get sticky or dry. And after that I decided to try the Emboss It pens. These are so you can draw or write whatever you want without having to buy a stamp for everything you want to do. And I think they were really cool. So I started to write something with the clear pen and I realized that, well, it's clear, so I couldn't see what I was writing. So as you can't see, I was writing Happy Mother's Day, because that's coming up, depending on when I posted this video. And so I just put my copper powder on top, and I changed containers because the other one broke, as you saw. And then I realized I'd missed some spots, so I had to go back with the powder. Then I plugged in my heat tool and melted the powder, and this part was once again really cool. I loved seeing it melt on the paper. So that's the final product, and I really like how it turned out. So next I decided to do a cat stamp. So I just put that on my Versamark watermark stamp pad and tried to center it on the paper. I don't know if it was exactly centered, but it was pretty close. And then I took my Princess Gold embossing powder and just spread it around with my finger. I know I'm probably not supposed to do that, but it turned out fine, so I'm sure it doesn't matter that much. And then I dusted off my paper and it looked pretty good, actually. So then I plugged in my heat tool and I melted the gold on the cat, and this gold is really pretty, so I love how it turned out. So my mom wrote meow on the paper in the black pen, and the black pen worked a lot better because she could actually see what she was writing. And then I just went back with the Princess Gold. I was a little worried you'd be able to see the black pen underneath, but once I melted it with the heat tool, it looked fine. And by the way, all the products that I use in this video are from Paper Source. So then I cleaned off my cat stamp So that's the cat one, that's how it turned out. And this is the flower one. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.